Hello, I'm back again. And I just thinking about the day about being 9/11. It's been about 15 years since it happened. I remember where I was at. I was actually a cab driver northwest Detroit. Everybody stopped. I heard the towers flew down. Some guy told me like on in Detroit, like on 7 Mile Road, last North Detroit, basically zip code 4219. I was hanging out that area at the time. Told me that they hit the towers and in New York the building falling down. I'm sitting there like, my mind went to this reference of World of Wars, which is an old TV show. And, it was like, okay, good prank. Yay, there's going to be a big old fake prank after all this. There's no way you blow up no dang on huge towers in New York City and you just go ahead and say, hey, okay. And say, okay, hey, we're going to blow up some New York City and we'll be at war in a couple weeks after that. I'm like, no way. Guess what? That's exactly what happened. And see, my thing with this is personally, I do understand about what happened to some degree. But you know what? The honest truth that George Bush was a good job of making friends in the Middle East. And you want to get the oil and leave the people alone over there, that's what happens. They've been fighting since Cain and Abel. And guess what kind of happens? Some of it. The other Afghanistan, that was legit. Okay. And I'm certain there's certain people I've already talked to over the years that I've been highly critical of the military. And my cousin tagged the video, actually was critical about some of the things he did. And actually, I told him, Mason, hey, look here, you're fighting for oil. Don't go back. I understand Afghanistan, but you're going to Iraq to fight for that. And I still feel that way as well. Not now, because, the whole thing changed. Saddam Hussein thinks he got killed. They got their own government back. Now they got the problem with them over there, these ISIS groups. And then, okay. But, you got 3 kids, 1 kid in the military, I'm like, or 4 young kids, I think at the time. No, you're not going there fighting yourself shot. I'm sorry. This place you got to rank high enough. That's one of the things I know you're critical. I was critical about that. He didn't really talk to me that much. I'm all right with that. That's why I'm at with that. I'm sure people don't like. It's almost like I had. It's almost like some people like you're critical and some stuff. I'll get mad for me and say, okay, I just spend some back. And you keep going back at it and say, okay, we agree, disagree, whatever. But it is what it is on that. But that's not the point of the video. I just want to put that little remark out there though. My whole thing is this though. And what sometimes the military some of this stuff, some of the lies and deceptions happen, and some stuff really happen. Let's face it. Like recently, we sent $400 million over to Iran, hmm. and not using that critical Democrats, but that's just something like you just don't do. Payments that just look all, even if it's for you just like look like you're trading hostages for money. Something I thought quote unquote that's not good policy. That's nothing wrong with some critical to the military and stuff happens. However, the people who have been there 9/11, it's sad to say that some of this might have been caused by a country lying, by a country not being honest, and it hurts to think about that. It really does. It just really does to think about this is what our country's based on untruths and lies and innuendo and some of the stuff you basically say. This, if somebody told the truth, this probably a lot of this stuff would have been prevented. And personally, this is kind of how we operate. Covertly, we have to do it to some degree. I understand the CIA and stuff, and we don't need to be out the public information. But there's certain little stuff is like, man, look, you're buying the oil over there, doggone it. You have interest in oil because you're the president at the time you got oil, Mr. Bush. So basically you got the man say, okay, you're going to bomb it up. So you kind of wonder what happened over there in the Middle East before all this or during all this. What type of deals you cut, what type of back deals you cut, gee whiz, you're going to try to kill your old business partner. I wonder why. We get the best of, I guess, people sometimes. Just saying. I just like the fact that we go fight something over a cause, not really a big cause. Not freedom, it's money. And in Afghanistan, I agree with, okay, you're going to kill our people, we got to get you. Got that. I understand that. The whole Iraq thing, that was just a society excuse to go over there and just get the oil. Now, I still say that. That's my stance on that to this day. Now, for the people who got killed 9/11, it's sort of sad to me to still think like this didn't even have to happen. They had information weeks ahead of time and they kept it from us. They didn't really act on it. And what makes it worse is after 9/11, we live in this paranoid of everything. Oh, terrorist attack. You know, let's face it. Yeah. Let's face it. Like you can't, like let's yeah, exactly. Like now you can actually get 20 years in jail for calling a bomb scare prank at school now. Real fact of the matter. Like used to be go to Canada, no problem. Now you got to have my ID. They search for everything you do, and it's like you get your ID, you go over there, no problem. Now you get a driver's license or passport to travel by air. And all just go to Canada, our next door neighbor. I understand this. The only thing changed better than either. Like we live more of a paranoid. We're so advanced technology wise, but we live a lot more scared of everything. And now we got this new ISIS group popping up, acting up over there in Europe. And now you got the French talking about you can't wear your the head wrap. I can't name it the head wrap that Middle Eastern women wear, and it's just like they got rid of the law, but it's so stupid. We scared Middle East people. We have a candidate running for president now who says, "Okay, we kick all these sons of they about the country. As you kick yourself out, anything belong here if you want to tell the truth to Native Americans." But that's another argument for another video. I'm not even gonna blast my time on this guy too long because it's just stupid. I'm not even gonna bring his name up, but you know what I'm talking about. So go back and think about all this. The last 15 years. World's become a better place for technology and reaching people, yes. But in one place though, now we become scared of everything's paranoid. If anything happens in the United States, somebody shooting, it's a terrorist attack. It's a terrorist attack. Well, well, well. So somebody would shoot up, some guy goes all crazy. What's that? This guy loses his mind? Same thing, terrorist attacks. What's the difference? Stuff he does at home himself. Just like McVeigh blew it was McVeigh and Nichols blew up the federal building in Oklahoma City. Actually, one of them was from Michigan. So what can I say? So what was that? Well, that's acting as some guys planning to do something just randomly? No, it's a terrorist attack. No difference. Because it happens in the U.S. or somebody from overseas, it doesn't matter. It's a terrorist attack. Doggone it, it's a terrorist attack. So just if you get frustrated thinking about some of this stuff from time to time, just be like, what? It really does. It's just like, why do people do this? Why do people skid around? Why is it? It's just like this country. If they're becoming straight up about stuff, problem is half these. Problem is that them be straight up about stuff. There's probably a lot of people losing their jobs and a lot of people get locked in jail. So like you a quick local example in Detroit. So like what happened when they finally found the people stealing the most triple stealing money from the school system. But I promise you, what they stolen money is not what's stolen up top by the old school board of directors and other people who used to run their offices before that back in the 80s and 70s. So, you know, you get the surface stuff, you never get the real deep layer root of the truth. And that's what happens in this country dealing with anything foreign policy or whatever else. I understand that certain things you can't tell public, you got to be operative, you got to see the military stuff going on. I get that. But, doggone it, I just say this much still. U.S. military, for as much good they talk about and much stuff they say they doing hype all these commercials, doggone it. Since way before 9/11, I never even liked watching G.I. Joe Price since like the late part '80s. I used to love it and I couldn't watch it no more. I just went out to class in high school like I'm done. And just people, it's a good thing to go. I ain't saying don't go military, but I would tell them kids this though. Don't go to the Army, don't go to the Marines, especially about them changing office. If you are in there and you're close to your time enlisting back up, want to watch your elections go, especially when we're in this time in January. You might want to see what happens first when you decide to sign back the dotted line for the next, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, whatever years they make you sign up for every time around. And, I understand you think you're there to fight the country, but really just take a minute and think about what you're really fighting for and who's really benefiting on the backside of this. And 9/11 was a side event, and you kind of think that some of the stuff I said, what really caused the real truth to happen. Will anybody ever admit it? Probably not. The only thing I say more interesting in that is when the heck everybody gonna stop trying to look for Jimmy Hoffa's body? It's been over 40 years. Well, that's it. I'm not gonna rain and dog the military out here. I just say, hey, I just said honor those people who passed away in 9/11, the people who serve the military, but be mindful and think. Don't be a robot. Really just think stuff through. That's all I'm gonna say. Peace out. I love you. And one more thing. And I was going one more thing. No, not quite yet. I want to mention about the Kaepernick sit down thing. And no, it's no disrespect to the military. He's just making the point that everybody's not treated fairly equal in this country is a problem. And for him to be criticized in the line so badly, especially in professional sports, and this is not my sports video the blog page. So I don't really want to talk too much about sports itself, but for what he did in comparison to what most people have done in a sport, the criminals and guys taking chances, they come out throw him out of the league, and he should be suspended and fined. Now, guess what? In this country, you don't feel like you have the right to feel like you're part of this country. You don't have to. Me personally, I don't know where I stand on that. I'm kind of tweener. You know, I just an idea of value. Maybe I might do a deal now. I may not stand with next time national to play. I have thought about that myself. When I do good a lot of sport like that. It's because he has a point and he's right. I've told his point what he does. Some people don't like his method of madness, but hey, guess what? It kept everybody still talking about this even this weekend. So there's still people this weekend in the NFL games not sitting down. There's guys in college doing it now. I just hope maybe looking support for the white the majority culture, white European culture supporting this area. If you guys really believe it's wrong. We got to come together to hold. Otherwise, I'm done. Those who passed away 9/11, the soldiers and everybody else who fought over there. I just hope I don't really find out, and I really think it is. We really fought half of this for nothing in the beginning with, and that's how I feel. And I'm going to actually text on my military folks hearing this. I'm sorry, that's just where I've been at. But you understand is making money, get your school stuff together, and get out. Don't make it a life. If you do, don't go up in the field and get shot up for this stuff. It's really not worth it for not the end of it. Believe me. Just trust me on this one. Thank you very much.